Really like the script, first of all. But have always a lot to admire about John, you know? Always wanted to work with him, and he's a sort of legendarily fun guy to work with. And more than fun, he just, you know, look, he's an actor first, and so he really understands an actor's perspective, and he's really aggressive about the way he collaborates. He's like an aggressive collaborator, you know, which is great. And he really understands the fluidity of the medium, and I think he sort of instinctively understands how important the atmosphere that you create for people to work in is in terms of how it affects, you know, the product. When we meet John, he's very, very concerned about this restaurant critic who's going to come to review him, and you know, too concerned, and because it's sort of all of a piece, right? But because he's not really cooking for himself anymore, this guy smells it, you know. And he starts to mess with him, and he does, and you know, John's character makes the terrible mistake of taking it personally, and because he takes it so personally, it really sort of all spins out of control. The food truck era is upon us, but I had no idea that Roy is the godfather of the food truck. You know, that's pretty impressive. And I mean, food trucks are like, you know, street food for me has always been, you know, I grew up moving a lot of different cultures, a lot of different countries. First thing we would always do is we'd go, you know, street food is how you really figure out where you are, you know? And there's something, you know, really unpretentious, and you know, I mean, metaphorically, the fact that he goes back to, John's character goes back to working on a food truck to sort of rediscover to get his groove back, makes so much sense poetically, you know. It's a story that has very old-fashioned architecture, but told in a very fresh way, and a very sort of modern but unpretentious way, you know. And it's very relatable, and it's very it's deft. It's very, very deft. That's the thing. There's, you know, there's a lot to admire about Mr. Favreau.